Hello, you just reached MRN Crew Call, presented by Hercules Tires. Your patience while holding is appreciated. Our representatives are working hard to get you closer to the guys on top of the pit boxes, over the wall, and on your radio dial. Thank you for holding. You are now being connected to your hosts, Tony Rizzuti and Kid Cruz.
Hello and welcome to MRN Crew Call, presented by Hercules Tires. I am Tony Rizzuti. Sitting next to me, he's the pride of Orlando, Florida, via Fresno, California.
Yeah.
It's the real Kid Cruz.
Thank
How we
you.
doing, kid?
Thank you. I'm doing well. I'm excited about this program.
Man, we got it.
We're elevating the show to new heights here.
That's a tease right there. By the way, you still looking for followers via the Twitter?
Yeah, please, will you follow me on Twitter? Someone?
Right down there.
Anyone?
You can
Please.
see that. Hey, we love to get your conversation. You can join right in. Follow us on Twitter. @MRN Radio is our Twitter handle, and then just use the hashtag AskMRN. We see all your stuff. You can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Motor Racing Network. Always a lot of fun. Oh, and the fan forum hotline.
Yes.
1-844-4-ASK-MRN. We love to hear your feedback. It's always a lot of fun. You talked about this show you're so excited for, kid.
Yeah.
This one's going to be a good one because our first crew call, we're going to make over to Stewart-Haas Racing. We're going to talk to Rodney Childers, crew chief of the number 4 Busch Beer Jimmy John's Ford.
That's exciting.
Still
One of the top crew chiefs in all of NASCAR. That's pretty big.
Kevin Harvick,
Big.
the driver. Still weird to me to call it a Ford. You know, they were Chevy for so long,
yeah.
But they've done really well in the transition over to Ford. So we'll talk to Rodney, and then this next guest should be a ton of fun. Thrilled to be able to talk to our friend Nancy Cartwright. She's an actress, a writer, a producer. She's also an award-winning voice actor, best known for
Bart Simpson. Come on, like probably, is there anyone bigger, like animated character in the entire world?
Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse and Bart Simpson.
Probably.
Close?
Yeah.
That's pretty
well,
big.
I don't know if they're close, but that'd probably be your top 2, I would think.
Yeah.
Truly animated.
Do you think she'll do some Bart? Do you think Bart will appear on the show today?
I think she'll have some special guests with her.
Okay. All right.
I think she'll have
Cool.
some special
I'm
guests, and maybe
excited.
they'll play a little 5-on-5 off with us. Maybe somebody can take you down. I don't know. You've been hot
I wouldn't.
lately.
If I'm going to lose to someone, I wouldn't mind losing to Bart Simpson. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun to get those guests from
Or kicking his
Springfield.
ass, but-
Hey, it's time to check out this week's crew cut. And the artist that Kid's going to be talking about, he's performing tonight at the Brick Street Bar in Oxford, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Friday night, he's going to be, it's sold out already, sold out crowd at the Bluestone in Columbus. And Kid, your man, Drake White, he puts on a heck of a live show.
Have you not seen him live yet?
He's amazing.
Drake White is phenomenal. He was opening up last year for Zach Brown, but he's actually from the Talladega area, grew up just like a stone's throw from the track. And so I asked him a question and said, can you give me a story of your experience in the Talladega infield that's safe for broadcast?
This ought to be good.
Man, I went down there, I was going in the 90s, when I was a kid, and I was helping, our high school raise money by selling hot dogs and hamburgers for the athletic club, And we would go down there, and as I grew older and started enjoying the more adult things in life, just the parties down there, it just got, they were just crazy. And to see how people kind of let loose and how all the stories were real, in the infield was a sight to see. I mean, just name it, it was down there.
That's Drake White's latest hit right there, Living the Dream, and that was a tame story. I was hoping for something juicy. I guess, I said give me something suitable for broadcast, so he was being kind. But we're going to hear more from Drake White on NASCAR USA this weekend. We're going to talk about some of his charity work, some of his other experiences at the racetrack. Just go to MRN.com, click on the stations tab. You can find a radio station near you to listen to NASCAR USA.
That photo, Robbie, can you put that photo back up real quick of our? Look, it kind of looks like ESPN's Marty Smith wearing a Cam Newton hat, doesn't it?
I think I saw Marty Smith at that show. I think he was out
I
hanging.
think that is Marty
last summer
Smith.
we were hanging out with Marty Smith and Drake White and Zach Brown. Next time I see him, I'm going to try and get a picture of them together.
By the way,
That would be cool.
Talladega this weekend, you make a run down the boulevard? Get in a little trouble?
No,
It's Cinco de Mayo. I mean, you're throwing
I'm staying away.
Mexican New Year.
I'm staying away from there. I've been to the Talladega infield the last 2 fall events, and I heard I was there.
By the
I
way,
don't
that's
remember much, but I heard I was there.
By the way, that's my first mistake of the day. It's obviously not a Mexican New Year. I think it's their independence, right? Their 4th of July?
Well, we're
Cinco de
not
Mayo?
big into to fact checking and getting things right on this.
Maybe
show.
if we'd have had a little Cinco de Mayo before this, that would all come out clean.
Yeah, I'm going to get a beer during the commercial here.
Very nice. Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, how about a bush beer? We'll check in with Rodney Childers. He's up next on MRN Crew Call.
If your wiper blades are worn and streaking, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and save $8 instantly on a pair of Rain-X Latitude wiper blades. Improve visibility and save money with Rain-X Latitude wiper blades. Plus, take advantage of our free wiper blade installation. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limit supply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Log on to CreekstoneFarms.com right now for free Black Angus beef sirloins from Creekstone Farms. Use the promo code MRNSIRLOIN at CreekstoneFarms.com and score free premium Black Angus beef sirloins with any purchase of $100 or more. Creekstone Farms' juicy Master Chef Choice top sirloins are always a winner. Use promo code MRNSIRLOIN at CreekstoneFarms.com for your MRN offer of free sirloins. Good while supplies last.
Where will you be when NASCAR comes to Chicago's fastest loop? 4 days of racing, tailgating, camping, and music come to Chicagoland Speedway September 14th through the 17th. Tickets for Sunday Chicagoland 400 are available now. Camping spots are available and selling fast. All kids' tickets $25 off adult price and free on certain race days. Get your tickets and campsite now at ChicagolandSpeedway.com. Chicagoland Speedway, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series playoffs start here.
You've reached MRN Crew Call. This show may be monitored for quality assurance. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. This show may be monitored for quality assurance and training. I can't do it. I just can't. Here's Tony and Kid.
Thank you so much, Susie Q. Talk about a voice actor. She does it all, doesn't she?
She thinks she's so funny.
She kind of is. Real Kid Cruz, Tony Rizzuti here. Hey, and we've something fun coming up every year down in Daytona Beach we want to tell you about. It's the 2nd annual Country 500 Music Festival. It's coming to Daytona International Speedway May 26th through the 28th. It's the World Center of Racing becomes the World Center of Entertainment. It's Memorial Day weekend with performances by, get this kid, Blake Shelton, Kid Rock, Miranda Lambert, Keith Urban. I'm going to keep going. Brooks and Dunn, many, many more. For more information and to buy your 1-day or 3-day ticket passes, visit country500.com. Had a chance to check that out last year. What an event.
I didn't.
Amazing.
I wasn't able to make it down there last year, but I heard Kid Rock stole the show. I heard his performance
unbelievable.
was phenomenal. Yeah, he's another great live performer. You got to check off the list there. Make a bucket list.
Like if you think of some of the towns where Kid Rock would just kill it, Detroit obviously, or anywhere in Michigan.
Yeah.
But Daytona Beach, right? I mean, that's in his wheelhouse. Got those race fans.
Can you imagine him at the infield of Talladega on race weekend?
Well, that's too much.
That's probably is too much.
That'd be way
Your
too
head would
much.
explode, man.
We
The
need
track
Drake
would
White
melt down.
and Marty Smith comparing hairstyles and stuff.
Yep.
Hey, Rodney Childers is going to join us in a little bit. We talked about Kevin Harvick so far. 6th in points, kid, but no wins. Are you surprised they haven't gotten to victory lane yet?
I'm absolutely shocked. Yeah, I'm absolutely shocked that I haven't been to victory lane yet. Probably not as shocking as the Gibbs cars not being in victory lane, but I always expect the number 4 to close the deal and at least have a win by now, 9 races in.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I was at Richmond this weekend and went into victory lane with Winston Kelly to interview Joey Logano. And for a second, like Joey wins so much, Penske wins so much. I actually looked over at the car. I leaned in. I'm like, do they have a winner sticker? I think this is the first time he's won this year. But in my head, I kept telling myself that can't be. I mean, Joey Logano had to have won somewhere by now, and I looked at the car again, no sticker, and it dawned on me, there's a lot of guys that haven't won yet. I kind of feel like this year's really ramping up. You know, we always talked about for the playoffs, are we going to ever run into a spot where one win doesn't guarantee you a spot because we'll have too many winners? I don't know that that'll be the case this year, but it's as wide open as it's been in a long time.
This is exciting. Yeah, it's very exciting to have Kyle Larson up there in the mix and all of these winners. By the way, Logano, didn't he win the shootout, or he had one of the dual races?
But I'm
right?
talking about a points win. You know, you get the little checkered flag sticker.
But I'm just sticking up for the Logano fans. Are probably going, he won something. He won something. Penske, man,
they're good.
It's hard to top Penske right now.
They're good, and Brad probably had the fastest car that day, especially on the long runs. But Joey got out to such a great restart and was able to hold him off. It was a fun race. If you weren't at Richmond, I suggest going in the fall, because this low downforce package kid, they were slipping and sliding. And you know, the unfortunate thing about even our radio broadcast and the television broadcast is you're going to kind of follow the leaders and those that are coming and going. I'm telling you what, those guys in the back from, say, 25th to 35th, they don't have big budgets, but they were beating and banging on each other's cars like they did. I mean, every lap, 3 wide slamming into each other. It was crazy we didn't have more cautions.
Yeah, Richmond has become very exciting. Do you think they're going to keep the day race? They're going to stick with that?
I think they should.
Yeah?
I mean, ticket sales were flat from year before. They were down from the night race.
And it's hot. But gosh, the racing was so exciting.
Yeah, I just think that we're at a point where let's give it a few more years to see how it works out. I found it to be really great. Should be a lot of fun. Talladega, man, it's a crapshoot. It's one of those races in the playoff things. We've seen David Reagan win there before. We saw several new winners. Bobby Hillin won back there in like 1986, put himself on the charts back then. This has always been kind of an open race. Who are some of the guys that you're looking at this week that you keep? Obviously Junior, but who else are you keeping an eye on this
Junior,
weekend?
of course, Junior would be exciting if he won. But you know who I'd like to see win? Ryan Blaney. I think Ryan Blaney.
Well, on the cusp, aren't they?
Or the 14, or Clint Boyer would be. I think both of those would be awesome and phenomenal stories. Those are my picks.
Is there somebody, maybe a dark horse you could see? I mean, this is, would you start to think about somebody who hasn't won or hadn't lived up to expectations? Does this race have a feel to where like maybe a Danica Patrick could win, or do you think she? I don't know that she can get enough friends to team up with her. It's always hard to see. It's whoever's fast is fast.
Yeah, I'd love to see Danica win. I think the world would just go, everybody would go nuts, man. I think that would be awesome. But a name that you don't talk about probably ever, Landon Castle. He's had a couple of good runs over the last few years in like Xfinity and the Cup Series. I think somebody like that, like a name like Landon Castle, where did he come from? And he wins Talladega? That would be fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Michael McDowell.
Michael
like
McDowell, I love that.
I remember when David Reagan won a few years back, Dustin Long was working for us. He went over to the shop and checked in on those guys, and I mean, they were ecstatic. It was a lot of fun. I'll tell you somebody who probably is one of the definite favorites to win this weekend, and that's Kevin Harvick in the Jimmy John's Busch Beer number 4 Ford. His crew chief is Rodney Childers, and he joins us here on Crew Call. Rodney, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Hey, doing really well. 5th place finish at Richmond. I know the track from when we got there through practice, we started to heat up. It changed a lot. How many adjustments did you have to make on the Ford this weekend?
We were pretty fortunate. We ended up racing, the car pretty much exactly how we unloaded it. We didn't change any springs. We didn't change any shocks. We didn't have to change any bump stops or anything. So, some weekends you have them that way and some weekends you don't. But, the guys here at the shop and our engineers did a good job of preparation, and felt like that was probably the best we've ever been there. So we still got a little bit of work to do to try to get better, but overall a good run for us.
Rodney, I know to the folks at home, Daytona and Talladega may look very similar, but those of us in the sport know how different they are. But did you learn anything at Daytona back in February that you maybe went back to the shop with and said, hey, let's try this with our Talladega car?
A little bit, just here and there. But overall, we're trying to stay somewhat close to what we had at Daytona. The guys in the aero department are always trying to get better, but those things are hard to, it just comes down to the details, and it's hard to find a little bit of drag here and there. So, we feel good about the car we're taking, and it seems to be a little bit better than the one we had at Daytona, and hopefully it'll be good for us.
Let's talk about that car. It's chassis 814. It finished second in the Daytona 500 back in 2015, but the car was a backup last year. What made you to decide to take this car, and how do you come up with the decision of which car to take each week?
I mean, we basically, over the winter with our switch to Ford, we basically had to cut the front clips off and the rear clips off of everything we had, and we just decided to make them all the same. We used to have some Speedway cars built one way and some built another way, and so we just, decided on one plan, and we built, I think it was 14 or 15 of them all the same. So. That center cage has been around for a little bit, but it's all brand new for this year, and other than that, and turned out really good in the wind tunnel. So we'll have to take it down there and see what it's got.
Hey, Rodney, I want to take it off track a little bit and kind of peek into your world, being one of the top crew chiefs in the sport right now. I read when you first took the gig with Kevin Harvick with Stewart-Haas, you went all in, so you were there like before the sun even came up till 9 in the evening. Have things settled down a little bit? What's life like for a top crew chief as far as hours? I mean, is it a 60-hour week? Is it a 100-hour week when you factor in time at the track?
It changes week by week, but yeah, that first year in 2014, I think there was 4 or 5 of us on the 4 team that were about to get divorced. So we decided we should probably chill out a little bit and think about what was important to us. But overall, it changes from week to week. There's some weeks that are worse than others, but it is a lot of hours. Really the only time I get home is, in the afternoons. And, sometimes that'll be getting home at 6 o'clock. Sometimes that'll be getting home at 8 o'clock. But then, really Thursday mornings is all you have, which kind of stinks because your kids are all at school. So you don't get to see them a whole lot. But overall, this is what we love, and we enjoy it, and I don't know what else I could do. So, it's a lot of fun, and it is a lot of hours, but it's a lot of fun, like I said.
Talking with Rodney Childers, he's the crew chief for Kevin Harvick, the Busch Beer Jimmy John's Ford. We head to Talladega with a little bit different format. I mean, we've had it already in a few races, but the first time at Talladega, this stage racing. How aggressive will you be this weekend, Rodney, to get some of those stage points?
Well, you know how it is there. It just kind of depends on where you end up in the lineup. Once it gets 3 wide coming to the end of the stage, there's really nowhere for you to go. So you want to be on the front end of that. Hopefully we can qualify good and stay up front and work together with our teammates. And it'll come down to pitting at the right time and having the right group of cars lined up with a lot of speed. So hopefully we can do all that.
Well, I know Kevin's one of the more aggressive drivers out there on the Super Speedway show. Should be a lot of fun. Good luck to you this weekend, and thanks for taking the time today.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
There he is, Rodney Childers. A lot of fun.
Cool.
Kevin says, man, you got to be aggressive. He's found that anything can happen in a Super Speedway race. If you wait for something to happen, you usually get in it. He thinks more times than not, if you make all the moves, you can stay out of trouble and get something done. He should be fun to watch this weekend.
Don't count him out this weekend.
Yep, there you go. All right, we got to take a timeout here on MRN Crew Call. When we come back, it's the voice of Bart Simpson, Nancy Cartwright. She'll join us here on MRN. What is it? MRN Crew Call.
Citywide to countryside, whatever you drive, wherever you go. Hercules Tires has the value, selection, and industry-leading warranty to get you there, no matter where the road takes you. To learn more, visit HerculesTire.com. Hercules Tires, ride on our strength.
Country 500 Music Festival is back with Blake Shelton, Miranda Lambert,
You can't ride in my little red wagon.
Kid Rock, Keith Urban, Thomas Rhett, plus Brooks and Dunn, Hank Williams Jr., Jake Owen, and so much more. Memorial Day weekend at Daytona International Speedway. Single-day tickets on sale now. Visit country500.com. Sponsored in part by Budweiser.
Hey, this is Dale Earnhardt Jr. here. When I have friends and guests at the track who want to hear me during the race,
appreciate all the hard work.
I send them the Racing Electronics.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. will win.
That's because if you're not listening to all the action live, you're missing out. Go to racingelectronics.com to pre-rent for great discounts on scanners.
Second flag right here, big wreck in your mirror.
And Fan Vision rentals.
Checkered flag, ready to fly. It's Earnhardt in turn 3.
Or see Racing Electronics and Fan Vision trackside at every NASCAR race.
I love you, man. Thank you. Unbelievable.
is MRN Crew Call. For English, press 1. Hello, we're chuffed to pieces you've dropped by, love. We have more bits and bobs in stores. We chinwag with these two cheeky blokes. Here's Tony and Kid.
I have no idea what she said,
no.
but I think she's showing off for our next guest, Nancy Cartwright, don't you?
Oh,
I think that's an audition.
Like, hey, Nancy's going to be listening. I'm going to drop a little audition here.
Hey, you know what my favorite thing about doing this show at lunchtime is?
What?
We get to talk about food. We
I'd
get to
rather
talk
be
to our
eating food right now.
I'm with you, man. At some point in time, our friends at Creekstone are going to drop a big plate of steaks off right here, but you don't have to wait for that to happen. You can get that yourself. Head over to creekstonefarms.com for free Black Angus beef sirloins. Use promo code MRN Sirloin and score free RFEE, free premium Black Angus beef sirloins with any purchase of $100 or more. That's MRN SIRLOIN, MRN Sirloin at creekstonefarms.com for your free sirloins. I had some fillets the other night, threw them on the grill, made a little garlic butter, put it right over the top.
You didn't bring any leftovers?
No,
Come on, man.
I cleaned that up, my friend. Did some green, you know what else? I don't know if do you like green beans?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I did some green beans. I threw some almonds in there and tossed it in a little olive oil, sauteed
We're
it.
doing a cooking show now?
Yeah, we are. This show can be anything at this point,
yeah,
right?
Well, you know, we thought Rodney was going to be the first no-show. We had to dance a little bit. You know what Nancy's doing right now? Hopefully she's answering her cell phone here in a minute, but she's in Nashville hanging out with Billy Ray Cyrus.
I saw that.
Yeah,
or
Miley's Cyrus,
dad.
as he calls him now.
No,
He calls
Miley's
himself
dad.
Cyrus now.
That's just Miley's dad.
So, you know, would you rather talk to me or hang out with Billy Ray Cyrus?
I think-
get it. I get it.
My guess is she was calling in, was watching the show on her phone, like you could do at the MRN app, and heard Creekstone and said, I'm getting me some meat, getting some steaks, getting my grub on.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, possibly.
Cool story. People are probably tuning in there going, Nancy Cartwright, Bart Simpson, right? Cool thing. What's that have to do with racing? We're going to find out from her kid, but she just purchased a Ray Evernham truck from Rob Kaufman. So we have a Ray Evernham angle.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Chip Ganassi, Rob Kaufman angle.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool, man, to be able to get a truck from somebody like that. Like, she didn't just pick it up at CarMax.
No, and she was in the home of NASCAR over the weekend. She picked that up and bought it in Charlotte, North Carolina. She was down hanging out at the NASCAR Hall of Fame. That would be kind of a cool treat, going to the NASCAR Hall of Fame and running into Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
Odd, but yeah, no, she's really into NASCAR. And did you know this? I believe she has a NASCAR license. Like, she's legit into racing and motorsports.
Yeah, I think she's going to take this car across country. It's to promote her new film, In Search of Fellini, I believe it's called, if my Italian's correct. Rizzuti is the last name, so it should be. And then it's going to end up at Auto Club, and I think she's either going to drag race it or solo it or something. And we'll ask her about it when she comes on the show. But it should be a lot of fun. Are you a Simpsons fan?
Somewhat. I'm probably more Family Guy than Simpsons. But
so you're a Robbie Mays guy. Robbie's the same way.
I have some of my best friends are like hardcore, so like they can quote every episode, scene, episode, season 2, episode 3, all that kind of stuff. I do remember, though, watching it when it was a part of the Tracy Ullman show, an original show on the Fox network, and it was just a little sketch. If you go back and look at those cartoons, they're so rough-looking and unpolished and unfinished, and their teeth are real jagged. I mean,
Matt Groening, right?
Yeah, but it was fun. I remember watching them from the early days on Fox, and 30 years now, 30 years
That's unbelievable.
of The Simpsons.
And what a job to be able to do. She does multiple voices on the show. Obviously, Bart's her big one, but what a fun thing to be able to go in, do a little voice acting, probably gets a nice paycheck. I mean, right? Like, her kids can retire on what she's made off Bart Simpson.
The Simpsons cast makes bank, man.
Yeah.
They've gone through some negotiations over the last some fierce negotiations with the network over the last few years, and they're very well taken care of. What do you think about living your life as a 10-year-old boy for like 30 years, and you're a woman?
I remember the first time I heard that the voice was a woman. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I had no idea that that was the case. I'm with you. I can remember back in college, we did the entire fraternity gather around the TV to see what Bart would do. And I'm with you. I think, like Mickey Mouse.
Seriously, like in the frat house?
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of UCF frat boys in Orlando are hanging around watching The Simpsons?
Oh, you know it. We were all over it.
Wow,
all right, let's take a break.
Partiers.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, we'll take a break here on MRN Crew Call. When we come back, hopefully Bart will join us. Stay tuned. It's MRN Crew Call.
If your wiper blades are worn and streaking, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and save $8 instantly on a pair of Rain-X Latitude wiper blades. Improve visibility and save money with Rain-X Latitude wiper blades. Plus, take advantage of our free wiper blade installation. O'Reilly Auto Parts, better prices every day. Limits apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You're smart, got your own trucking business, making it happen. What if I told you there was a place online where you could connect with other smart owner-operators just like you? It's an online community called Team Run Smart, where people share advice on truck maintenance, fuel savings, healthy habits on the road, and so much more. All to make your business more profitable. And it's all free. Visit teamrunsmart.com today to check it out. You'll be glad you did. teamrunsmart.com, brought to you by Freightliner Trucks.
When the smoke settles, the entertainment never stops.
It's all a family sport.
On race weekends, your favorite NASCAR personality is an everyday superhero.
Brad Keselowski will win.
But when they leave the racetrack, they're just like everyone else.
We just have to find the value package that connects a new generation of fans.
I'm Susie Armstrong. Join me on a daily journey as we discuss the hot topics and engaging personalities of NASCAR Nation. Ned Jarrett's World of Racing, weekdays on the Motor Racing Network.
Time now for Motor Racing Network's #1 game show. The game where MRN talent prove their mettle against the unshakable Kid Cruz to see if they've truly earned the right to sit atop the pit box or if they're simply a tool. It's 5 on, 5 off on MRN Crew Call.
Hey, welcome back to the program. Tony Rizzuti, the real Kid Cruz. Nancy Cartwright, her new movie In Search of Fellini, be coming out in the fall. We've been in search of Nancy.
Right.
We think she's on Central Time and got tied up with stuff she's doing in Nashville.
She and I personally tweeted each other about the show being on the show today.
We'll have to catch up with her later, but we have this game show. It's 5 on, 5 off. You people, you know it, you love it. It's the most requested. Apparently it's not the most popular. That's under a rocker. Tyler. Speaking of Tyler, he wants to play the game because last time he was on, he broke the game. But he wants to come back, make another attempt. He's the host of the Inside Line. You'll see it Friday before practice right here on MRN.com and the MRN app. He is Suitcase Tyler Burnett. Tyler, how you doing?
Great. How are you guys?
Good, man. Thanks for doing us a solid today. You ready to play the game?
Yeah, I'm ready to win this time.
Do you do any voice? Can you do a Bart Simpson or anything?
No.
Do you know who Bart Simpson is?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, tell you what, man. Eat my shorts, bro. You're going down in this game today.
Ay,
okay?
caramba. All right, let's put him on. Oh, by the way, the category is Springfield. It's kind of a waste of a category here, but we'll put you on hold. All right, Daryl, is he on hold? All right.
Don't let him cheat.
Wow, this is a beauty here. All right, Robbie Mays, put 45 seconds on the clock. Kid, category is Springfield. Your time starts now. How many towns or cities in the U.S. are named Springfield?
35.
What is the population of Springfield, Oregon?
35,000.
That's actually the city The Simpsons is based on.
Oh, okay.
When did Springfield become the capital of Illinois?
1935.
What year did Rick Springfield win the Grammy for Best Male Rock Vocal?
1984.
Indian motorcycles originated in Springfield, Massachusetts. What year was the first bike produced?
1885.
There we go.
All right.
With time to spare. I don't know that we have.
I bust them out.
Time has been something we have had to juggle all day today. That was a lot of fun. Let's bring in Tyler. You with me there, buddy?
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
All right, here we go. These are way obscure, so let's see how you do. 45 seconds on the clock. Tyler, your time starts now. How many towns and cities are named Springfield in the United States?
I'm going to say 52.
What is the population of Springfield, Oregon?
I'm going to say 16,000.
When did Springfield become the capital of Illinois?
Oh, man. 1942.
What year did Rick Springfield win the Grammy for Best Male Rock Vocal?
1981.
And finally, Indian motorcycles originated in Springfield, Massachusetts. What year was the first bike they produced?
1893.
There we go.
Ooh, this is going to be a close one. If I lose to him, this is going to be embarrassing.
This is going to be
a good one. I like it.
Like Tiger. All right, Daryl Smith.
Yes,
the
sir.
first question, how many towns and cities are named Springfield in the U.S.? Kid said
35.
And Tyler said
52.
The correct answer
38.
And Kid Cruz gets the first point of the game. Oh, hang in there, buddy. I think you do good on the next couple here.
So he actually thinks that one state or a couple of states have multiple
I think Springfield's a pretty popular name. 38's a lot. That's three-quarters of the
52 out of 50 states? Like some states have multiple towns?
They could.
Springfield? Come on.
Puerto Rico?
Whatever.
The Virgin Islands?
Yeah, you never know. Question number 2, what is the population of Springfield, Oregon, which is what the show is based on? Kid said
35,000.
And Tyler said
16,000.
Ooh, at first I thought he had it right on the money, Daryl, but the correct answer was
60.
60.
What?
Kid Cruz with another point. It's 2-0.
I'm just playing that 35 card here through the first couple, and it's worth 35,000, 1935.
All right, question number 3, Daryl. When did Springfield become the capital of Illinois? Kid said
1935.
And Tyler said
1942.
Oh, man, the correct answer
1839.
1839. Kid Cruz
by
gets
100
another
years.
one.
I lost.
This could, if you did lose, this could get ugly, though. Except for right here. I think Tyler makes a magical comeback.
I thought this was an easy game, Tyler, that anyone could win.
Well, these are ridiculous questions. Like,
That's the whole purpose. The whole show's ridiculous.
I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared for this.
That's true. You are doing us a solid here. The next question deals with Rick Springfield winning a Grammy for Best Male Rock Vocal. A couple things here. A, I never believed that Rick Springfield actually won a Grammy. And B, that's barely rock music. I'm just saying. But what did Kids say that year was?
1984.
1984. What did Tyler say? Because he hit it right on the nose.
1981.
1981. Jesse's Girl. Look at him go.
Wow.
Look at him go.
I know so much about that guy.
I bet we could put Rick Springfield on the next inside line and he wouldn't get it. It'd be a lot of fun. All right, and the final question, number 5, Indian Motorcycles originated in Springfield, Massachusetts. My friend Ricky Rackman actually going to be riding an Indian motorcycle on his Ricky's Ride. That'll be fun to watch. Normally he's a Harley guy. He's going to ride an Indian. But what was the first year they produced a bike? Kid said
1885.
And Suitcase Tyler said
1893.
The correct answer?
1901.
1901. So Tyler, good rally back. It was 3-2. Backstreet is back. Hey, we appreciate you coming on, Tyler. Inside line, who do you like? Give us a little sneak peek at Talladega. Who do you like this week?
Well, I picked Kyle Larson to win this race this weekend. I think he doesn't run out of fuel this week, like he did at Daytona, and I think he gets his first plate win this weekend.
Give me a sleeper.
Sleeper, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I think would be a good sleeper.
Wow.
I think that'd be a good one. He had a top 10 last week at Richmond, and he was top 10 the last time we were at Talladega.
Yeah,
so.
They've certainly found something, and Roush Fenway's won their share of super speedway. Hey, buddy, we'll look forward to watching the inside line this week and have fun in Talladega.
All right, thanks, guys.
There you go.
Well, what a disappointment. I mean,
which part?
Well, the fact that people tuned in for Nancy Cartwright and got Tyler Burnett. But at least I ended on a positive note. I'm happy because I won again. So.
Yeah, and to be honest.
Thank you, Tyler. We actually looked.
Yeah, right there at the end of the game when we were on the 5th question, Nancy actually called in. We just ran out of time, so we'll try to book her down the road and learn about the road to Fellini. Hey, we made chicken salad today.
Yeah,
absolutely. And we ordered some sirloin, so it's all
good.
All right, for Kid Cruz, I'm Tony Rizzuti. We'll see you next time on MRN Crew Call.
You've been listening to MRN Crew Call, presented by Hercules Tires. Stream us every Wednesday at noon on MRN.com or on the MRN app. MRN Crew Call is also available on demand in the MRN.com Media Center, on our Facebook page, on YouTube, or download it through iTunes or Google Play. MRN Crew Call is a production of the Motor Racing Network. Goodbye.